Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, March 13th. This month is half over, and I know every week we say that. Can you believe how fast time is going? Had a great weekend. We had snow on Friday, so I had a snow day again, which was wonderful. I did some online training for work while I was stamping and doing some prep work for getting caught up on the rest of February and updating for March and cabin fever, working on some of that. And so it was a busy weekend. Hubby painted. Our living room upstairs was the old-fashioned cranberry crisp, which was an in color many years ago. And we painted over it in a gray with just a real light gray with a tint of blue in it. And it looks fabulous. I'm really happy with it. And he did lots of work to do that and make me happy. So it was very good. Okay, I see some of you jumping on, so thank you. Hi, Sheila. Yay, you found it. That's been the question the last few weeks. How do you find me? Obviously, if you're here already, you did. But just go to Facebook, click on Pages, search for Stamp with Peggy. And then, like I said, you may have to refresh it as 7 o'clock gets here because sometimes mine has been up, but it doesn't show until I refresh. So let me do that right now so that I can see any comments coming in quickly. All right. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining. Hi, Tina. So glad you could get on tonight. Cheryl, and I can't see for sure who all else is on with us, but thank you so much for joining me. Let's see. We are going to start with, today is the deadline for Cabin Fever. If you did not sign up yet for Cabin Fever, it is Saturday, April 1st. It's a Cabin Fever stamp camp. It's a day-long event where we do 3 different projects. 2 projects are cards. We will be making between 10 and 12-ish. I don't have it all done yet, of course, so I don't know exactly, but it'll be somewhere in there. And then I have a surprise project. And then I have add-on classes for those who are nice and speedy or those who want some other fun projects. So today is the deadline. I did post it this morning, so you can go and read that if you have not received it yet. Otherwise, I would love to have you join. I know many of you have already signed up. If you can't make it in person, I do kits in the mail. I've had a couple of requests to do if I would do a Facebook Live or a Zoom for those who are far away. So I'm still contemplating. I can't do it the day of. That just does not work well, but it's possible. I need to make sure that you get your kits. But I may try to do something maybe later that week. So I have to try to see for sure how I can, because that following week is Holy Week and then Easter is that weekend. So I can't do anything that following weekend. So I'm just trying to see how I can maybe fit it in to be able to get those of you a little in-person time through virtual. Okay, make sure that you are sharing, commenting, tagging friends. Many of you for Cabin Fever are bringing new people with. Thank you very much. I will have little gifts for you for that and for our little newbies. Let's see. I need gnome earrings. I could hang a couple of these great big old things off there, right? Sharon. Yes, Sharon, you are one of them that I would love for you to be able to participate in this. So I'm going to try to see what I can do on that. Thank you for those who have shared the video already. Appreciate that. I do have giveaways for those who did share this week. The first one is a set of rhinestones. We can all use those on our projects just to add a little fun little bling. And Roseanne Bassford, you are the winner of these. So I will get these in the mail to you or get them to you at the next class that I see. The second one is a set of pearls, which again, both of these are fabulous. But remember, you can always change the color just by coloring them with the Stampin' Blends. So that's awesome. And Jane Bickle, you are the winner of this. I don't have your address, so if you will message me or email me with your address, I will pop this in the mail to you, okay? Hi, Tammy. All right, let's see. The tonight I'm going to show you some triple time stamping, which I haven't done in a long, long time. And I saw this online, and I'm trying to look to see if there was. Heidi Collins is the person that inspired me on this. She had a sample, and it was like, oh, completely forgot. And this is a little different than what I've done in the past as far as layout. So I also decided this would be perfect for our March card sketch challenge. Okay, so that's what we're going to do tonight. But before we do that, I do want to announce last month's card sketch winner, actually 2, because you hit my goal. We did have 15 participants last month. Yay! That made me so happy to see those coming in, and you guys all did a fabulous, fabulous job. I was just thrilled with the cards that came in and your creativity in them using all different kinds of products. So it was great. The winners, and again, I don't pick just off from card. I do look at that in what I like, but heavier than that is I look at the comments, the likes, the shares on that also, to see your reactions to these different cards. And then I put the top ones into random name generator, which is a software online. And that's how the winner is picked, okay? So it's not necessarily the best card, but just your interactivity, is that a right word? With the cards is kind of how I do the winners on it. So the first person is Sheila Stevens. Sheila, congratulations. Your card was beautiful. You are getting a $15 shopping spree from me. So just let me know what you want and I will get them ordered and to you. And the top one is the $25 gift certificate, and that is going to Nancy Sears. And again, Nancy, your card was gorgeous. The colors on it were beautiful, but I couldn't pick off from just card because there were so many pretty, pretty cards. You guys did a fabulous job. So now I can't wait to see what you do with March's challenge, because this one's going to be a little bit different. All right, looks like we have lots of comments and congratulations coming. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera down. Let's see, I think I've touched on everything. So give me a second here. We'll get this turned down. And, okay, and back up we come. Get the cords out of the way so we don't lose any power here. Scoot that up. Let's get the computer backed up out of the way. Okay, so we are using, let's get this pulled forward some. There we go. We are going to use tonight the Two Tone Flora stamp set, which I just opened. I used it for the very first time. It's a flower one again, and I kind of went, oh, I don't know if I need that, but I do, because the flowers, the dimension in these flowers is fabulous. I love it. And then I needed a greeting set, so I'm using the something fancy. We're going to do a birthday card with this, okay? So I think I need to show you the card first so that you can see what I mean by triple time stamping if you have never seen that before. Okay, here's the card. And so triple time stamping is layering 3 pieces together and stamping them all at one time and then mounting them on layers to be able to get a beautiful, beautiful background. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so that's what we're going to make tonight. I do have, and I'm going to cover up, here's our current host code, but I'm going to cover that up because, and I want to make sure that that is showing. Oh, okay. And I should have made it bigger print, but there's the dimensions, and I will put it on everything later also. So we're going to pull everything out of our envelope. We're going to keep our envelope handy so that we can do some stamping on our envelope. Okay. So we're starting with a card base. I'm using Night of Navy. That is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay. So to take up less space, let's just get that folded right now. Get our bone folder in here. Okay. And then I'm going to set it aside because I don't need it right now. All right, I have a basic white that's 4 by 5 1/4 that's going on the inside of the card. So we'll set that out of the way. So right now we're going to deal with these 3 pieces. And they are, again, a 4 by 5 1/4. That's for the front of my card. And then I have a 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. Nope, I take that back. A 2 1/2 by 3 1/4 piece. That's going to go right there. And I know it's white on white, so it's a little bit hard to see. And then the final piece is 2 1/4 inches by 4 inches. That's the one that's going to go on top here. That's going to have our greeting on it with some more flowers. Okay. Now, right now, they will slide all over the place. So we're going to start, and we're just going to put a piece of seal on the back. You can use mini glue dots, but I found that moved a little bit. You just want, and what you can do also, once you do that, kind of touch it a little bit. It'll take some of the sticky off from it. And then we're just going to lay it right on here. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other piece. We are going to kind of take some of the sticky away, and then I'm going to attach it. I want it up a little bit. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter when I take that off from there, even if it tears a little bit, because we're going to mat it on Night of Navy. So it's all going to work just fine. I'm using photopolymer stamps, so I am going to pull in my stamp mat to give me some cushion underneath. Okay, I'm working with Night of Navy stamp pad, Petal Pink stamp pad. Remember, there's a color refresh coming, so we might not have some of these colors by the end of April. And then I'm using Mossy Meadow. Okay, that's going to be for my leaves. All right, then we have all different sizes of flowers. I'm kind of working with a medium-sized flower, so I'm working with this one and this piece. I'm going to start stamping with what's called the outline, because I found it's easier to line up. Oops, I take that back. First, we're going to start with the greeting. And I am using Grateful for the Everyday Magic of You. And then I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday right underneath it. Okay, so we're going to start with like right there. Not too bad. And Happy Birthday. Again, these are both out of Something Fancy. And we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. Okay, not too bad. All right, so now we know we're going to work our way around that. So we're going to start with the outline. And I'm going to do like one flower at a time for the most part. Okay, we're going to put one right there. And then I'm going to take the full image. I'm going to ink it up with the Night of Navy. But then I'm going to stamp it off because I don't want it as dark as what my inside part is. Okay, and then we're just going to line it up. And look at how pretty that is. We get two-tone there. Love it. Okay, now we're just going to fill some area. And again, I did find it easier to do it one at a time. Okay, see how that did? And normally you'd go, oh, I ruined it. Don't worry about it. We're going to mat that, and it's going to cover it right up. All right, we're going to stamp one there. Let's put one there. I'm going to get wild here now, and I'm just going to stamp some. Okay, let's fill those spots in. And we're going to go here. All right, you know what? I need this over on this side. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. How many of you have done some triple time stamping in the past? It's been a long time since I did some. And we're going to come down here. that one should have been over a little bit. That's all right. It'll still work. Okay. Linda, this is new for you. Yay! Didn't think you needed this stamp set, did you? But look at how pretty it is. Just gives you a completely different look. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. All right. I think that's going to work with the Night of Navy. So let's get that one out of the way. We'll pull it back in a little bit for something else. But okay. Then I'm going to use, now where are they on here? I'm going to use these flowers with the insides. So I'm going to use the full flower with petal pink, and I'm just doing it full strength. So then let's add some flowers there. Oh, looks like I got some navy I'm picking up. And then let's add some flowers there. And how about a little chunk there? And a nice big one there. Okay, I think that'll work. And then I'm going to pull the insides, and I'm going to use Night of Navy again. And then we're just going to stamp that. And that. And then one more. Isn't it fun? And look at how pretty it is without a whole lot of work. All right, now I'm going to use the leaves, and we're going to use the Mossy Meadow, but we're going to stamp off because I don't want like a screaming green color. And then we're just going to fill in some holes with some green. This is one of those techniques that it will look different every single time you do it. No card will look the same. We're going to add another pink, or another petal pink in there. Or peach, as we're all saying now, right? And that's the good part, is you can go back in and add after you think you're done. Okay. And then stamp off. Let's add a little green there. That one got really light. Let's add some green there. And I think one more there. Okay. Even kind of going over the top of each other still makes it work okay. All right. I'm not going to close those yet, but I'm going to scoot them out of the way. Okay. Now we're going to pull in our mats, and we're going to tear it apart. And then we're just going to attach them all to the mat that corresponds. The navy and white really are very, very pretty. I like that. Okay. And then we're going to do here. And then we have a little bit of that petal pink, which is really kind of peachy, but all right. Now we're going to build. So we've got kind of a weird edge, but look at that. It covers right over it. So I'm not using dimensionals at all on this card. I know that's hard to believe. Okay. And then we're just going to line that up. And then we're going to put this greeting over the top of that. And again, we're just going to go over to the corner. We need to bring it down just a little bit. Aw, thanks, Jackie. Okay, like that. All right, and then we're just going to put it on our card base. Now imagine, I mean, you really could make a whole set of these cards to give as a gift, and it really wouldn't take you that long. You just kind of stack your pieces and stamp away. 3 pieces at one time. I know, it's so sad with no dimensionals, but it doesn't need any dimensionals. Look at that. Okay, now we need for the inside. So we got our basic white, but we really need to have a little bit of flower in there, right? So let's pull our Night of Navy again. And let's put this down in the corner and then get our full piece. Again, stamping off. And we're just going to add that right there. Now, I think let's do a leaf around it. Kind of over here in the corner. I think that'll work. Okay. And then while we're doing it, let's get our envelope out here. And let's do the same thing because we want them to know this is a special card when they get it, right? We're going to stamp off. We're going to add that. And I think on the envelope, we will also add some of the little flowers. Let's do it like that. So we have a little bit of room for our leaves also. Okay. And as you can see, lining that up, there's really not, I mean, it lines up no matter what you do with it. Okay. Yay, I'm glad you like that. Well, remember now, this is our card sketch challenge for March. Okay, now I'm done with the stamp pads. Before I put something into it, let's get those closed up. Okay, and then we need to put this on the inside. And of course, we need to add a little bling, especially since we have no dimensionals. Bling is good on all cards, right? Look at how pretty that is. Write your little message. Okay. So for this one, I decided to do the Enamel Dot Essentials. And I'm using, this one comes in the Night of Navy, the crumb cake, and then the white. And I'm going to use the small Night of Navy. And I'm just going to fill this little white space up here. That's right, Roseanne. Bling is always needed. Okay, and then right up there. And our card is all done. Look at how pretty that envelope is. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love. So, again, I will post the dimensions, but here they are. And again, you can use any stamp set. I can't wait to see some of the different things. Cheryl DeSico is a huge nautical person. You could do some sailboats across here, some little waves and things. So let's see how creative you can be in doing this sketch. Again, I'll put all of this up on Facebook later. I will have it on YouTube so that you can watch from there or share with those who don't have a Facebook. Send them the link to the YouTube so that they can watch the video from there. And reminder again that Nancy Sears has a $25 gift certificate and Sheila Stevens has a $15 gift certificate from me for their cards from February. Okay, that's everything I have for you tonight. Yay, who said they're definitely doing nautical? Oh, that'd be pretty with some anchors and things. This would be gorgeous in red, white, and blue with some stars like for 4th of July or Memorial Day cards, veteran type things. So, all right. Tina E., I want to see a card from you again this month. If Annie doesn't keep poking you, then I will. You guys are getting together, so you'll be able to kind of work together a little bit, and that would be awesome. Hi, Eve from Argentina. Your trip looks like it's awesome. Antarctica, I think, is kind of sort of on my bucket list a little bit, too. I have heard fabulous things about it, so I'm glad you're having a great time. And you guys all have a fabulous week. I will see you here again next Monday night at 7 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye.